the corner of my eye where the blood to fall. Tears won't come no more. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, won't come for you. I don't feel sorry for the things that I do. You get hurt, well that's too bad. Hey bitch, I'll never feel sad. No, I won't feel sad.
It'll all be out there tomorrow.
You gotta leave this conversation. Welcome to Axe to Grind. Now, help me out. I'm always the confused one. Regular episode?
It's a regular.
Okay,
Regular.
all right.
Regular.
Okay, well, then I'm Patrick.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom. And this is the hardcore podcast.
No debate.
We were, top 10 on iTunes.
And we're the only podcast on fucking iTunes who's making shit happen out in the real world. Shit for you to do, cool shit for you to hear. Fucking do something with that clout.
Talk your shit, fellas.
Do
I
something
like it.
and try.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a good song.
You know the deal. We're going to ramble our little asses off. We're going to chat. We're going to chat some shit. You got some insider info, some shit I don't even know yet.
Let's announce our new.
Bob is the
Insider.
Insider.
Yes.
Isn't that a movie?
It is. I was just about to say. I think
Was it Ben Affleck or something?
No, it might have been actually. Was he he was selling health insurance? I don't know.
That's the accountant.
The accountant. It was on cable the other day. Actually.
Yes, it was.
How much TV you been watching?
Entirely
much.
Have you
It's
watched
fucking
Bad
much.
Big Mouth, the cartoon?
I saw one
Bit of both.
episode that was talking about Bussy, and it made me laugh a lot.
It's a really funny show.
Yeah.
It's Nick Kroll. Have you watched this?
I haven't.
It's
It's good?
filthy. And you can't watch it with them.
I'm happy.
No, it's
But there's a
cartoon-based.
hormone monster and he talks like this.
Yeah.
He's a jerk off now. Like, it's really fucked up.
No, it's good.
It's so brutal. And if it wasn't a cartoon, it would be illegal. Because it's kids in like 7th grade talking about fucking.
That's true.
Real shit.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So,
hormone
to answer your
monster.
question, I don't watch a ton of television. I watch a ton. I try to watch a movie a day now.
Okay.
I'm trying to read a comic book a day and
It's good to have goals.
and watch
22 pages. I get you.
and watch a movie per day.
Okay. Good.
That's
Goals.
what I'm attempting.
Depression cures. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got new sneakers to run with.
Did you? Are those them?
They're clown shoes. Check them out.
So,
So
shoes they on.
Fuck that.
Oh, those are nice. Oh, wait, are those Vans? No.
no. So okay.
Sketch. No, they're
Levi's?
Lems.
Lems.
What bootleg bullshit is that?
So remember.
They got to be vegan or something.
So remember.
Probably like $400.
I was wearing those red ones, and some people were clowning me, and I said, "Yo, I can take the clown. I'll go all in." So I got another pair of red. However, and this is for our
Are
listeners.
these water socks? 'Cause that's what they look like.
My last pair was red. It's all good.
This is for our listeners that maybe find this interesting. I have wide feet, so they.
You're so relatable.
These
I wear a triple E.
so these get wide over here. So these are literal clown shoes. They're red,
Yeah.
and they get wider towards
Weird.
the end of my
How do they
foot.
look with a pair of khakis? Probably pretty weird.
I look goofy. As
I got
fuck.
you. I got you some yellow laces for those, so we're good.
Oh, shit. I looked seriously. I'm like the Ronald McDonald motherfucker. You're gonna see me on the next Drug Church tour, stage diving in these shits, and I'm gonna look even dumber than I typically look. They're clown shoes.
Yo, you guys want to? Let's do our sponsors.
Yeah, let's do it.
Lems. You can buy them at any
store.
at
At your
any
local Whole
Cabela's.
Foods, yeah.
Is it Cabela?
Cabela's. I
Right?
think he's right. Cabela's.
Kabbalah. That's what Madonna believes.
No, Cabal is the 315.
No, it's a 315 thing.
Right,
You
sure,
buy
yeah.
a basketball jersey.
Yeah.
Do you have
absolutely.
one?
I don't, but
You don't have a
classic.
Cabal bat?
I don't.
Never?
We made 518 ripoffs and never told them.
Yes. Yes. Foundation had official
Oh shit!
Cabal shirts that said Cabal 404 for them. They gave them out at the foundation.
I don't know if you can get permission for the 518.
No.
Let's welcome our sponsors, Closed Casket Activities.
Speaking of 518, this is news to us.
This demonstrates
My style.
how little I am attached to things. I did not know this was the episode.
I didn't.
That we were going. So
We're gonna have to do a little one for some of the other episodes, but now we'll
Okay.
just announce it. This
Preamble.
is
Yo,
this is
this-
you know we'll get launched when we get further on. But
You know, it's pretty wild. 2 weeks later, this microphone still smells like Blimpies.
it's wild. Ugh. My Andy's in Albany is the place that you'd want to go if you wanted a sub, right? Andy's.
What do they call a sandwich? Is it a sub in Albany?
No, they call it couch. So it's one of those regional things. You eat
Do they really call it a couch?
Eating that couch?
yeah, you get a couch,
Are you fucking
like
with
a
me?
couch at the pizza spot. Yeah, Give me a couch and a pizza.
Go in, ask for an Italian couch.
I feel like they're gonna put like their dick in a box or something.
No, get a couch. Couch.
No, some places have like,
Albany
weird
couch extra mayo.
No,
on everything.
For sure, you got you got
hoagies, grinders.
Grinders, yeah.
You gotta get yourself a grinder.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself a couch.
Hoagies and grinders, navy beans.
Right.
Yes.
So we're gonna go get couches with our buddy at Closed Casket Activities.
Vegan couches.
Big year for Closed Casket. We want to thank them. He's secretly, and Closed Casket has been a supporter our day one.
Yeah.
Literally the first supporter we had.
Literally the first supporter. So thank you. Everyone should check out all his new shit. That Hate Force record actually has been popping more than people know.
It's pretty fucking hard.
Yeah.
I can't keep up. I'm not going to pretend to keep up. He's just got a lot of shit popping.
Yeah. So we're going to talk more and more about that. You should go to closedcasketactivities.com, enter the promo code Axe to Grind. Get
Spell
10%
it out.
off. 10% off.
Yeah,
Spell it out.
Spell that.
Did you see those incendiary? By the time this goes up, they might be sold out. The pre-order, they did those champion embroidered joints with the John Contino product in New York.
Yeah.
Right on the
Embroidered
chest.
champion.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah?
Beautiful. That's what I would go buy.
So look, here's the reason I'm not going in on a closed casket item watch is because unlike Death Wish, who keep me in the dark on every motherfucking signing, I do happen to know some of the
we
stuff.
know too much, and you don't want to say like, "Oh man, I can't believe," and then it hasn't been announced yet.
Yes, so
like when we did that with Downpresser,
Yeah.
we all got shook for a second.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck it
Yeah.
up. So, is there anything that we're going to suggest people buy there?
Yo, I think that incendiary run. I know there's a lot of people sweating it. I think that merch is what's up.
Yeah.
Record wise, get that Hate Force.
Get that Indecision Most Precious Blood record.
Oh, is that
you
still
go.
there? No,
We don't sell a lot of records. More of it's a digital age.
It's a big 2 weeks, and then
yeah, of course. Yeah,
I know
mean,
that
it's
reality.
beautiful. It's a fucking gatefold. It's really well done.
Oh, is that right?
Beautiful. I'll bring you one.
Please.
You don't want it. I appreciate the sentiment that you're like, no, I'm interested in this thing that I don't want to carry.
No,
with me."
look, now that I am building my own life as a single man, and my bachelor pad is going to have nothing but Indecision records in it.
I mean, you could do worse. I mean,
So-
the artwork is cool.
Indecision Shrine.
That's true.
Let's get to our next sponsor, Triple B Records.
Oh.
TripleBRecords.limitedrun.com.
We were all hopped up on vegan bakery.
Oh,
good
yeah.
baked good.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
tell. Everything.
Sugar
And then it's
coursing. TripleBRecords.limitedrun.com. Enter the promo code.
Actually,
Spell it out. Get the pre-orders up for the Anxious 7-inch coming soon, Magnitude LP coming soon, Abuse of Power LP coming soon, and oh yeah, by the way, the new Ghost Main record.
wow.
The scandal of it all. It's a hardcore label doing something that's not hardcore.
I don't like this.
gonna do?
This is different to me.
Paxers broke the thing and wait, he's tearing his shirt off. He's got a Paramore shirt on now. Oh, fuck.
Heel turn. So that's official.
That's
Like,
official. We can talk about it.
You know, we can talk about. We've known about this for a while. And we didn't. It's very tough to keep all the stuff in our
That's why
segments.
that's why I try to learn nothing.
Yeah.
Is because I'm afraid of leaking anything.
If we're going to be honest, and we could delete this if we have to.
Yes.
But I don't know if I'm not telling any tales out of school.
Okay.
Ghost Main approached my man at Triple B.
Is that right? Listen.
Go same.
When somebody that has the potential to sell a lot of records approaches you, you consider it. You know, you take inventory. Does it make any sense? But you consider it.
And he was like, no, I want to do it with them.
Yeah, well done.
Also, weird New York hardcore fact. Ghost Main, for our New York listeners, you might remember him, Ron Grimaldi, sang for Death Cycle, long-haired, vegan straight edge guy.
17 CM Records. Andy Scarpula.
First cousins with Ghost Main.
No shit.
Someone ran into him. He was going to see Ghost Main at elsewhere or whatever. He's like, oh, I'm going to see my cousin play. Like, who's your cousin?
Ghost Main.
So he's got roots.
And he is a FLHC dude who was in an FLHC band. So shout out Ghost Main. Shout out Triple B.
We'll have you on the show.
We love y'all. Sam should have been here today, but he wasn't. It's okay.
He's too busy being a parrot head.
The microphones were loaned to Jersey Mics. That's what
it must have
Eric
been.
texted me.
Oh my God, it just smells like...
George Clooney.
Smells like Bumpies.
This is like the
You look like George Clooney with that. You got a Caesar going on.
I got a Caesar.
A little bit.
Yeah, that's just the salt and pepper.
Wait till we see him next time he's got that fucking Rotterdam haircut.
Do you guys know who Miguel Ferrer is?
You're not saying it right, but sure.
Yeah, how do you say it?
Miguel Ferrer.
What did I say?
Ferrer.
What did I say?
Ferrer. Ferragamo.
You guys know who he
Gorlami.
is? You'd
Yes,
recognize his face?
Yes.
Gorlami.
I had no idea that was just George Clooney's cousin. Did you all know that?
No, I didn't.
I had no idea.
Okay.
Interesting,
it.
right? Huh? Okay, well,
And maybe you would see Death Wish Inc. as a cousin to both Close Casket and Triple B because they happen to be our other sponsor.
Okay.
So thanks to this triumvirate, they're the 3 best labels in hardcore. Fucking miss me with any other comments on that. DeathWishInc.com. You're going to go ahead and enter the promo code.
axe to grind.
And Tom, what do?
You're going to spell it out.
Get that 10%.
Gorlami.
Support all these labels. Deathwish does the cool, different stuff. They got secret releases that, as Patrick said, we're not allowed to talk about and we don't know about.
That one, look,
There's a new Self-Defense Family record coming out on Deathwish. Did you know?
I think.
no.
That's a lie, but you would have believed it.
They
I
own,
probably recorded that
Things
stuff,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
they own one. They should put it out. I'll give you a text. But here's the deal. Those are the 3 best labels, and
And
not
they sponsor us.
And they sponsor us.
Humbling and cool.
It is. They're also, I'm going to say now, particularly within the last year. I don't know if we could always say this about Triple B, but within the last year, certainly. The 3 best labels, also the 3 most fearless labels.
Yeah.
These labels do some wild ass shit at their discretion because it feels good.
Ghostbane, fucking Igor from Sepultura, fucking dance record.
Pet Brick, yeah.
And, I mean, Deathwish is, what's the most recent thing they put out?
Most recent, that Murmur, which we talked about.
Which is pretty out there. It's cool.
Far afield.
Gouge Away, who is making a fucking world. Like, that band is going nuts. Touring.
Yes. Jumping on, like going from one to the other.
Maybe
Big
they'll
tours,
take
too.
Drug Church out again sometime.
God willing.
All right.
They're playing Irving. I'm very excited for them.
No shit.
They're playing Irving Plaza with La Dispute right
Yeah.
before you guys are playing Irving.
Oh,
Where are you guys playing, Irving?
End of April.
sure.
I get a +1.
Yeah, of course.
Drug Church?
Drug Church, yeah.
Drug Church, Movements.
Oh, that's
I don't
right.
know, whoever
Yeah.
else. Boston Manor.
Boston Manor.
Boston Market.
Did I talk about Boston Manor?
Chicken.
Did I talk about that experience of playing with them? We played with them in
The UK, right?
yeah,
Old country.
where they're like quite a
Are they from the UK?
They
Phenom,
are,
yeah.
and they're kind of like picked up a lot of steam there, like big. But it's such an. There's going to be people that tell me that they're not interesting because they don't. Our listeners might not like it sonically, but as an act, really interesting. Like they're playing kind of. This might sound like an insult because I don't like Muse, but the Muse version of transitioning out of youth music. So it's big sounding. It's really big sounding.
Right.
But it's still obviously young people. And who used to be like more in the title fight world, I guess,
Oh, okay.
But
It's a good pivot.
But transitioning to like that kind of big festival sound,
Right, not Swerve Driver. They're going
Right.
arena sound.
Yeah, and so that's interesting enough. That's interesting enough because that's
that out.
not a thing that I see all the time.
You don't fuck with Muse at all?
No. But
jams.
but here's the thing: these dudes would take offense to the Muse comparison because they don't actually sound like that. It's just that big idea, when
Yeah.
you're going big.
Yeah.
Now, but here's what's interesting about them: their influences, like actual what they listen to and want to bring to their music. The Prodigy. How wild is that?
Wow.
Like,
Young people listening to
I blew my mind.
20 years ago, that was,
Blew my mind. Yeah, when I was in high school, the Prodigy
Yeah.
were big.
Yes.
Now, for that,
When I was in middle school.
it's 1,000 years ago.
Wow.
Now,
I was on tour in Europe.
but I just found that super fascinating. These dudes that, like, they're not young, but they're younger, and I never would have anticipated that early Nine Inch Nails and the
Right,
Prodigy.
but is it one of those things that you go, I think I hear you saying that this is an influence. I don't hear it, dog.
Currently, but they've told me that the next thing they do, and this might be telling tales out of school, is going to borrow from that material more and perhaps draw a line in the sand for a lot of fans, and I'm interested in that too.
Okay, cool. When you you're playing Irving Plaza.
I guess.
a couple days after
I was just
Gouge
psyched for
Away.
you guys.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's a big room.
I'll be honest. I don't remember which one's Irving Plaza and which one's the other one.
Webster
Webster
Hall.
Webster Hall. I always confuse them. I don't remember which one is which.
Irving's a little smaller, about 1,100.
Which one's across from Trader Joe's or the Wiz? Or not the
that's
Wiz.
no,
Irving.
PC.
That's
PC.
Irving.
Okay. Oh, that's Irving. Okay.
Yeah, down that street. Yeah,
And where's Webster?
it's on the corner.
By the movie theater.
Yeah, it's on the movie theater on 11th Street.
Like think
3rd
about
Avenue.
St. Mark's, go down. There's the big AMC. The
Sure.
floor
Sure.
level.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like there's like a pool hall.
Yeah.
pool hall and like a
It's been there
New York Sports
forever.
Cup. Yeah.
Good God.
So those two venues I constantly confuse
Really?
because to me they're the two big Manhattan venues that
Yep.
I would go see something at. And I've been to both, but
You saw Killing Joke at Irving.
Irving, yes.
So that's where you're playing.
That's cool. Good
Good
room.
gig, yeah.
Sounds good.
Let's get it. Thank you,
God's Way is playing
sponsors.
there with Loud Dispute.
Loud
Loud Dispute still bringing 1,100 kids.
I was going to say, God bless. Those are big shows.
Yes, it is. All right. We got a little bit of a rambler. I was describing this. I think this is there's a phenomenon that happens with periodicals, which I guess you could
What are
call
those?
podcasts. I know podcasts are modern periodicals.
That's true, yeah.
Frequent.
What do you call a group of three white guys?
A podcast.
Yeah.
That-
Boom.
Pretty good. Pretty
It's
good.
a pretty good joke.
It was pretty good. We had to put
It
that
hit a
out
little
there.
too close to him.
So, I've in discussion with Patrick, there was a time with comic books where, for some reason, I got 2 issues of Uncanny X-Men this month. Fuck, they go bi-monthly. So, guess what? We're not just doing bi-monthly; we're doing bi-weekly. So, let us know if it's too much. We're not going to go too long today, but we wanted to do a little bit of current content, give you a little breather from Mosh Madness, catch up with the events, and by the way, we got a live on Axe to Grind at the end of this episode with the young dudes from Connecticut, Anxious. Kind of like a post-hardcore, a little poppy, a little 90s kind of thing going on, a little Sam I Am, a little Far Side, a little this, a little that. Stick around, check that out. They got a 7-inch coming out on Triple B. You get to hear, I think it's like a 6-song set.
Recorded by our boy
Sean Kenny.
Sean Kenny from Prospect. New
From
Jersey.
Prospect. He's got a studio thing going, so talk to him. Big shout outs to Sean. We'll try to put his email in the show notes. Definitely reach out to him if you're a band in need.
And his new place is going to be near the beach.
Oh yeah. So
You get that
always
short
nice.
course
Record by the ocean. Nice, right?
It worked with Bruce Springsteen.
Band that'll remain nameless. I went with
Slayer.
their label guy to the beach apartment that they rented to write their record.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I want to say it was like Huntington area.
Yep.
And
An apartment to write a record?
well, it was a house actually. And,
When you hit those bands, you get a little too much money in the recording.
You went to go see the Red Hot Chili Peppers? When they were...
This is one of his secret like vegan celeb commentaries.
yeah.
Yeah, right. So I was serving her food and she
Me and Flea
Yeah,
were hanging.
We're all in the same.
She was
club.
cucking me, you know.
All in the same club. Here's the thing: when I saw this living situation that you could spend a month in a nice house by literally a block from the beach.
Fuck.
Uh,
How do you write an angry record?
not an angry band. Not an angry band. Angry bands don't tip in the year 2019.
They're not selling enough records to warrant. You get a studio apartment for
Yeah.
9 dudes.
Yeah. They get a railroad apartment in Fresno, and it's coming out of pocket. you know?
Fresno's one of the places I trust an angry sound to come out of California.
True.
Home of Tom Seaver.
Yeah. Why haven't we relocated to Huntington Beach?
Oh, I thought you were going to say to Fresno, and I
I
almost
was like,
spit up my.
Yeah, you answered your own question.
Come on. Fresno, no.
I'm
I mean,
playing,
we can relocate to California. I did apply for a job there.
no
Did
shit.
you? Okay, good.
I'm playing
In Orange County.
I'm playing
Okay,
Fresno,
good. Do it.
and I just want to say because Fresno people are the sort of people that punch you unprovoked. I love you, Fresno.
Oh, we
You're a great
big up
place.
Fresno. We love Fresno. All good.
Where's like Fresno compared to say like San Francisco?
3
couple hours south?
3 hours south and inland.
Does anyone want the hottest take that's ever existed?
Drop it.
Oh.
I'm gonna burn a hole in this fucking table. I'd rather live in fucking Fresno.
Then
The
San
Bay.
Francisco. Oh, you're just trying to stoke some flames.
Being serious.
Yeah, I know.
Dead serious.
I'm just saying, some Bay people will punch you in the face too.
Yeah, no, there's a couple out there.
All right, would you rather live in Albany or the Bay?
Oh, that's not even a question.
I don't know. Albany.
He's
Albany,
thinking about it.
Yeah,
San Francisco's got
He's back
woofs.
in on the charm. He's like feeling. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but in Albany you can get a good couch and just relax
it.
for a
Yeah,
while.
that's true.
And live for $200.
Yeah, you know the $200. So here's
You
the
can't
problem.
live in a fucking shoebox in an alley for $200.
No,
in
homeless
San
people pay
Francisco.
$200 a month
Yes,
rent.
yeah. Under the bridge is $200 in the Bay.
A
Chili
night.
peppers.
So here's the thing. Obviously the Bay is a superior place to Albany, New York. That's not a question.
You had to think about it.
No. What I'm gauging is the thing that, like, when you meet retirees who move to Arizona and they tell you, yeah, it's fucking Arizona, but
Yuma.
I also pay $450 all in for my lifestyle month to month.
Yeah,
versus
400 and fucking Phoenix or 4,000 in San Fran.
Right. And you always look at them and you go, you gave up, you old sellout. But look, makes total fucking sense to me. If
I would do that in a heartbeat.
What? Go live someplace where you could get by on 400?
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yo, did you? I sent you the link. Cheapest places to live in the world.
Yeah, but I gotta get paid. I owe school loans. Ain't gonna let
No,
life ain't that cheap.
If you move to Africa, we can just. It's done. What are they gonna do? Send someone to Africa?
that's true.
No, but my credit goes down. I mean, I'll have to live like in the bush.
Yo, I just looked at establishing a home in Cambodia. You can buy property and
Go there for a holiday.
and get a home for $10,000 all in.
Mm-hmm.
You also can get places like that in like
Nah, people say that, but
like the desert. You're like, it's a foreclosed home.
Maybe Alaska.
no, Alaska expensive because
Everyone gotta get
Maybe
flown
Montana. But not 10K.
No, Montana's kind of expensive, like Jackson Hole and shit. Or that's
Yeah, but
Wyoming,
you have to live
but
out.
that's-
You're in the sticks even there. Like,
Yeah.
maybe you can get some. If you're
to
30 miles,
Butt Montana.
if you're 30 miles out from like Cheyenne, Wyoming, you might be able to get something pretty cheap.
Yo,
It's cold.
I don't think you can get anything. I broke down in Cheyenne not long, like maybe 5 months ago.
Yeah.
There is, unless you're going to the Tractor Supply or hunting place,
Not much.
there's not shit. There's like a pizza park.
Population of Cheyenne is like 60K. It's like one of the lowest populated places that everybody knows what Cheyenne, Wyoming is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's the capital of Wyoming. You know, it's like
60,000 people.
It's 60,000. It's smaller than Brick.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's like a porn
I went
village
there,
that
stayed
happens.
there about 10 years ago now, and stayed with some the friend I was traveling with. Stayed with her friends while we were there, and they were very, very seriously. I don't say this in diss, like, oh yeah, we just got a Chili's,
Yep.
and it was
Yeah, like very excited.
yeah, and like, so I don't diss that because it was like, oh, this is a genuine emotion. Like, we went to a rec, like a softball, like adult softball league game for the night.
Drew like probably 800 people because it's the only thing
There
going
was,
on.
it wasn't 800, but it was a serious amount of spectators. You know, like oh, there's 60 to 100 people here watching, hanging. Went to a
going.
pizza pub. Yeah, it was a very interesting time.
United States of America.
I walked around Cheyenne looking for like a vegan. You know when you're in that desperate place and you're like, I'll take
You
a
gotta stop.
I'll take a garlic knot.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, whatever you got.
Yeah,
that
whatever you
butter
You
on
got to
it.
stop in Boulder for the vegan shit on the way up there.
And one of the few alts told me, nah.
Wow.
They were just like, nah, this isn't
your town, buddy.
This isn't your town.
All right, for $280, you can get a really nice size ranch.
Are you on Zillow?
Yeah, 3 bed, 3 bath, 2,700 square feet. Ooh, that's real nice.
For
In town,
$280 or $280,000?
280,000. Let's see if we go outside of town a little bit.
Cambodia is still winning.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah.
It's a holiday in Cambodia.
You know the problem though. So doing my little
I think
research,
I was in Cheyenne when Osama bin Laden got shot.
No shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
it's one of those. Where were you? I have no idea where I was. So,
Oh fuck! I'm moving to Cheyenne.
Yeah, it's got you?
There's some spots.
but what about my $10,000 home in Cambodia?
Cambodia's. What are we doing? What's getting by? You working through the internet?
You got to work through the internet.
Okay.
Although supposedly Cambodia is one of the spots where you can, you used to be able to buy a work visa that just lasted indefinitely.
Forever.
Yeah, you could just buy, like a couple $100 a year, and you could just have a work visa, do anything, any work in the country or out of the country, just whatever.
Find a money pitch. Cambodian cam girls.
I mean, they're already
.com.
They're already out there. The market might be flooded.
Let's hone in. Let's get a specific. I think that's a good fucking URL.
I mean, that's doubtless on that. But here's the thing: I've been looking at Cambodia. I've been looking at India. India is a dream. I'd love to live in India, but it's the problem with all these spots is everything I do is in the United States. I don't have it's not like, oh, I got wife and kids. I'm in 2 bands. I do podcasts that are wildly successful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to be around.
Podcast.
So it's a problem.
Singular.
It's a problem.
No, you got to be around.
But what about the loner? I don't understand why loners aren't way off the fucking grid.
What do you mean?
What's the grid do for you?
Oh yeah, no. Fuck the grid.
You know?
I know. Move me right now if I didn't have the wife and kid. Let's talk to Eric. Talk to Tom. I think we're draft dodging your student loans. We're out.
Yeah, out.
If then they come from my family.
They don't come.
No, they don't. They
just
write that shit off.
They just call them, and then your family says never heard of them.
Yo,
Yeah, I don't know.
You know how many times
I got a car. I got a vehicle. Guess what? We got those tickets. We got to fly out somewhere like Newfoundland or somewhere.
Yeah. Newfoundland's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah,
I
but
know you
super
went
cold.
over it in a plane.
I did. Beautiful.
My mom lived there for several
shit.
years. Yeah,
Newfoundland.
military batch shit.
Wow.
Yeah, we're driving my car off a bridge with some stuff in there.
Fake it all.
Fake it. We're done. So
Like
then
Eddie and the Cruisers, and then
you
show
gotta
up.
you gotta tell your fam though, like, yo,
I'm alive.
it's
But
you're gonna start getting postcards from Sammy. That's it.
Yeah. Sammy's gonna tell you he's all right. Yeah.
Sammy's gonna tell you how he's doing, what's going on, but that's Sammy. He's your old buddy.
should we just
Tom's gone
yeah.
Also,
Or we
for at
do
least
like
5 to 10.
If I could do like I mean, everyone else does like GoFundMe's.
Yeah.
I wonder if I do a GoFundMe and then work out a deal with the government to be like,
Oh, like to pay off X amount.
like I'll give you 80. instead
Yeah.
of- Like I owe like 180.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this. My mother 3 times a day picks up the phone, blankly goes, "I never heard of him," and then hangs up because everybody in the world's chasing me. Look, let me introduce you to something. Predatory lending. That's what your student loans were.
That's true. He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. But
That's predatory lending.
Also, taxation is theft. Let's go.
100%. Just don't pay that shit.
I'm not represented. Taxation without representation.
Yeah, exactly. Don't.
I took social.
So we're moving to Cambodia. Yeah, because we determined Morocco's too dangerous, too much slavery. Adjacent.
just south of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
just adjacent.
I feel like Cambodia might be a little rough.
No, so supposedly, sorry for everybody that has no interest in Cambodia. Supposedly, Cambodia is the brokest, but also honestly, okay, I'm gonna float.
Go.
I'm gonna float something that's a dangerous topic, maybe. But I'd like to hear from maybe people that know things. We have listeners that know things. So, Cambodia,
Layla style.
a tricky topic is talking about kind of a brain drain when it's forced. Cambodia during the Khmer Rouge, anybody deemed to be an academic, and that could just mean anybody.
Yep.
Intellectuals, academics of any type. Too many books in your fucking house. You brought to a field, shot in your fucking head, thrown in a cave.
Yes.
And what this has done is it robbed a generation and the following one of perhaps your brightest minds, you know? And
Culture spreaders.
and so there's people that maintain, and you got to hit me up, listeners. Tell me if this is just somebody, if I'm listening to the racist hour. But there's people that maintain that this is part of the reason that Cambodia continues to struggle economically when some of their neighbors have exploded in the last few years. You know what I mean? And I'd be
Joe
interested.
Rogan.
I'd be
I was
interested.
taking a DMT trip and talking about Cambodia.
No,
with
I'd
Joe
be
Rogan.
interested to learn more. No,
Okay.
I fell down a website hole this fucking, and my YouTubes
he's
are weird.
got
I would
some
love to see what your YouTube.
We might do some YouTubes and when we do our YouTubes. So we're moving to Cambodia. Yo, student loans.
I miss you guys.
Student loans, fuck off. We're taking your student loans and putting them out in the back, shooting them like Old Yeller.
Yeah, exactly.
You're free. We're freeing you of them.
Life would be a lot different.
They don't mean shit.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Can we? You know what? Can
Were
we?
you planning on buying a home?
Well, not now.
Yeah. So fuck
What
it.
Yo,
I-
actually,
yeah,
your
sure.
student. Yo, you want to know something? Amanda was like, because I have student loans and like crazy. When we went to buy a house, she's like, man, your credit's probably garbage because student loans, da da da. And she's like, then I got my score, and I'm like, not bad, right?
Yeah, they're not.
It doesn't impact, and for
badly,
home stuff,
yeah.
doesn't weigh against you. Now it is money that's against you, so some lenders will be like,
You
but,
owe, yeah.
My understanding.
but we could buy houses in Cambodia.
Yeah.
I think we can get those loans. We can secure the bags.
I think we could just have a good few months of saving and buy a home. I mean,
know,
that's fucking. That's a crazy low number. When I
know.
saw 10,000, it was an advocacy from a dude who had built his home got wiped out, whatever. He moved the whole family over there, bought a home. I think he paid like 28 for the home, but he says, yo, if you just do it the other way, buy property and build 10, 15.
We know a guy who owns several homes. Let's tell him this is investment. We get him to fund, and we manage / live there for free.
Love it.
Okay? And we're killing the student loans.
How about this? If I am still in the wellness check, Patrick is depressed mode, come December. That's a long time. That's like a year. That would be a very depressed Patrick.
You're gonna look like Puck by the end of it.
I'll look bad.
Not Puck from the real world. Puck from Alpha Flight.
But either one is not going to look good.
Puck.
How about I watch the spot in Alaska that I went and visited
Yes.
and just
Oh.
hang out for the winter?
Can we-
Because you can't even really go anyplace. No place to go.
Can we go and
escape.
record the next year of Axe to Grind in a week there? I
Absolutely.
think that might be what we do.
Why don't you go live in Alaska?
Well,
You could be like the caretaker Willie.
I mean, that's honestly like, if I'm depressed this time next year, maybe. But I want to be
think it's
snowed
coming
in.
close.
I want the full experience.
You want to go
You're
full
fucking. You're
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson.
your Albany
shining.
showing saying you want to be snowed in.
No, but I'm saying like maybe I could.
Or do you want to be Snowden?
Oh
No, but how about you?
WikiLeaks.
How about we just keep the cam on me the whole time and we make it like a cam house?
It's currently
but
milking cows, but I think
Cam house.
But it's just making me like you're just watching me my descent into isolated madness. Yeah.
That's a good. That I think is the new. That might be a world for us. Is a website called it's like Big Bro, and you just get to watch people's houses, and so
Broken
people.
Bro.
It's like Twitch, but like it's a Twitch stream from someone's house, and you as a voyeur just sign up, you pay. And you can flip through channels. It's like, I'm going to watch what Tom's doing today. Oh, let me watch what Pat's doing today. And you go, and there's
Maybe
cameras
sometimes
all
it's
around the
cool.
house.
Sometimes it's upsetting.
Yeah, sometimes the dude's whacking it. Sometimes they're just sitting there on their laptop for 8 hours.
Is this
you
chat
know?
roulette?
It is. It's a pay chat roulette.
But it's but you get to see multiple cameras in the house. So you click on that channel. It's like, oh, let me see what's going on. Oh,
Chat roulette still exists?
Oh yeah.
Super terrible idea. This is a really bad idea.
Well, Big Bro, www.bigbro.com. I'm sure that's already used by somebody.
something.
Yeah, probably
sketchy.
something that
yeah.
we're not. Yeah.
.com. Then is it back or // isolated madness? That's me.
Yeah.
Look
Yours.
Look for me.
Your user one. Okay, good. So look for the Isolated Madness on bigbro.com. You guys want to talk about Half Heart?
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Anything going on with them?
Jesus Christ.
It's been quiet.
I think Free's better.
You're out of your fucking mind.
I think they're better.
It's the same thing.
I know. It's just, but I like this material more.
Yeah, I guess. But you're
You're a contrarian.
It's like the people who go, oh, I like self-defense better than end of year.
That's a reasoned take.
I know that's a common take.
That's
but,
I mean,
is end of year bigger than self-defense, family?
oh no, you said it backwards. You said I like self-defense more than end of a year.
Yeah. I think that's common.
Yes. God, I would hope so. Do you know those guys got together and practiced the other day?
No, they didn't practice. They jammed.
Oh, they jammed.
Do you know how good Boost is at drums?
He's fantastic.
Did you watch the video?
Yes.
He's unbelievable.
That's who that was.
Yeah.
Do you know
He's
what-
like you go, your band should have been much better,
Do you know what?
and you realize the hierarchy of talent.
Yeah,
bad.
we had some limitations. My response was when they said, "Hey, you want to come?"
Jam.
I said, "I'm not that depressed." I'm not about that. I'm not about old shit.
We're continuing that conversation.
Not about old
I got
shit.
cancer bones, so I got cancer bones.
But not about old
Do you know how
shit.
many things I've ever asked Patrick for in my life?
None.
How many?
Maybe two.
Maybe two.
You're gonna get third.
He already has. We're working on it. Anyways, we're going to talk about Half Heart. I helped book the Half Heart show. On the Patreon episode, you'll get to hear some of the actual real-time backstory stuff. As we drove up there, that's when you were gainfully employed and we were not. Because
Very sad to miss it.
Yeah, it sucked.
You got those student loans.
Hey, I would have known. I would have taken the day off, baby.
I know.
Yeah,
It was last minute, and
Like the night before, baby.
to be honest, it was really like 2 days before, and I would be lying if I didn't say part of it factored in the fact that this dude was. I was worried about the hole this dude was going to be in.
I mean, I didn't know about that hole until I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew something was.
Oh, you never told him.
I didn't.
No one's ever told me.
I didn't go,
I
You
figured
still
it out.
didn't
I
tell
didn't
him.
go advertising it until I did on the podcast where I was
That's
like,
right.
oh, yeah.
Where you literally broadcasted to thousands of people.
It's hard when you talk all the time to
Rein it in?
Well, to not.
I was waiting to see
to
if,
not
it was,
address
if it
the
was
shit
something we
going on
could
in your
keep the
life.
bit. Like,
Oh,
you know, like oh, yeah, we just keep it quiet.
That'd be
And you're like
Yeah.
such a character though. People like were like, oh man, that sucks.
A lot of people hit me up. For people that hit me
cool.
up
That's
and
cool.
said that that's really nice of you. You know.
Well, I mean, I told you I'd go bare ass on the couch.
Yeah,
So
well-
that shows that's love.
It is love. Unfortunately,
Where is the
my
love?
my ex and I get on
time.
really well. There's
You're
no
good.
reason for you to shit on the couch, but I do like the bit.
Well, I wouldn't poop on the couch. I would just go bare ass on it.
Well, then feel free. But
That's going to make for an interesting rest of this episode.
I'm going to keep diverging because Have
Because we
Heart to
are.
me, what more can be said?
What more can be said is the interesting part where the
please.
show sold out
Oh.
immediately. And
Bob's got all the backstory, bro.
so you're going to hear the episode. 12 hours before the announcement, the show in Massachusetts didn't have a venue because the venue that we banked on pulled.
Fuck.
And like via text. So I got broken up with by the venue via text and was very upset. But we had a really cool and what's turning out to be a super cool partnership with the people at the Palladium in Worcester who were really accommodating, made sure everything was cool, gave us all the stuff that we wanted. We were like, can't be a barrier. And they're like, yeah, of course, we get it. We want this, don't want it to be this. Yeah, cool. Right. Sounds good.
Book
boom,
our
boom,
own
boom.
Bands and blah, blah.
Yep, here's how much tickets, like just cool.
Yeah.
So, Wednesday at noon, whatever day that was, Wednesday at noon. It was a Wednesday, right? Yeah. It was a Wednesday?
Yeah.
It gets announced. Yeah, it got announced. Internet breaks. You guys see all the different memes?
Yes.
Did you see the one with Pat Flynn's face on Kim Kardashian?
Yes.
That's a pretty good one.
That was a rough one. He looks like a Disney character, like one of the Beagle Boys in that photo, actually.
He does. Yo, that's what I was going. Okay,
I know,
yes.
right? The weird dark nose.
My favorite was the Office one.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good one.
What is it, Have Heart Reunion? But it was like when they had the fire alarm.
Yeah.
He's like, it's happening. Oh my God.
Everything's happening. Yes. So then the next day,
Pat
and the
hasn't
day
watched
was pretty cool. It was fine. It was exciting. A lot of really positive vibes. And that's like one of the coolest things is when something cool happens and everybody's excited and you feel it. Like that's fucking fun. The dude, Riley from Sound and Fury, Martine, Madison, but a lot Riley have worked really, really hard on this. And I've worked pretty hard on it. And it was cool. Really exciting. And the dudes, let's put this right up front. This was a Have Heart thing. Those dudes wanted this. Those dudes put it together. Bob, what did you have input in on as far as the bands go? None. That's all them.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't get the impression anybody leaned on me.
No, it's just like, yo, what do you guys want to do? How do you want to do it? And I think that's the move. Is like
You're talking about the bands that played with them and all that sort of stuff?
well, the bands who are playing the shows, yeah,
Yeah.
like that's
that
all
was
them.
completely their choice.
100% them, which is awesome, and like it's just cool. So it's cool to see a band who cares and knows what's up and really wanted to do this their way, which is the right way. It is serving as there's a benefit for the New Bedford Women's Shelter,
Which is where the last show's money went to?
That's right. And so that's getting overlooked a bit too, but that's really cool. Portion of the proceeds go to that. And they were like, how can we do this in a way that makes sure the people who want to see us get to see us? So that means we wanted to do a show in LA, want to do a show back east, want to do 2 shows in Europe. It wouldn't have felt right if Have Heart played and didn't play Massachusetts. You know what I mean?
Of course not.
Had to be. So that was that. Similarly in LA, now they weren't, it didn't have to be Sound and Fury, but they knew they wanted to work with Riley to book it. Cool. And it just worked out that Sound and Fury would make a lot of sense. And then they wanted to book a couple shows in Europe because they knew if we don't, there'll be a lot of people flying over. And that's cool. I think there's still going to be a bunch of people who fly over, but
it makes those tickets even more sparse.
Let's make it make it so that people get the most chance to see us without having to pay for it, you know? So they do the one show in Leeds, one show in Cologne. The next day, tickets go on sale at noon. The tickets for the Worcester show sold out in 32 seconds.
Christ.
Officially, the Worcester Palladium is a big venue.
Gigantic.
A lot of bands have played there. Jay-Z, Blink-182, Kanye, Prince, Bob Dylan.
Okay, heard of him. I hadn't heard of any of these figures.
You've never heard of them? We'll put them on your playlist. Patrick Discovers Music playlist, Volume 4.
How'd they arrive at Cologne? Sorry.
Don't know.
I'll ask. All right, go
Partnerships, friends.
Go on.
This show sold out so much faster than any of the other shows of the artists I just mentioned. None of us were ready for it. I was actually walking around the Ocean County Mall when it happened. Amanda had a watch that she asked me to get fixed about a month and a half ago. And
so
then,
you chose that day to go?
No, then she goes, hey, did you get the watch fixed yet? Did you find a place to get it fixed? I'm like, no, if you give it to me, I'll just go get it fixed today. And she's like, okay, thanks. So I found a spot. It was in the mall, so I go down there. Pretty bad mall. Like
a lot of shops closed?
No. It's actually been on the rebound, but it's like a 6 of 10 mall. You know, like
What town is in it?
it's in Toms River.
Got it.
It's definitely closer to Latham Circle than Crossgates for our upstate.
Presidential candidate Andrew Yang says as much as 80% of malls could be closed in the next 15 years.
Yeah, they have to readjust what the malls are doing. There's a lot of space to do things.
It's a crazy space.
It's criminal. It should be readjusted. We can do a whole podcast with my theory on this.
Hockey rinks now? What are those?
Public use space with pop-up events and community event spaces.
What?
You think gaming can't be done there? You don't think classes can't be done there? Don't think fucking everything should be done there? That's what they should do.
I've been living in New York too long. When I hear public use space, I just smell urine.
Yeah, no urine. But I mean, we need to do better with our communal spaces. And the mall could become a communal space that isn't just solely focused on commerce and rent. So I was there getting a watch fixed, and I'm walking around.
No big deal.
And my friend Alex texts me, and she goes, "Hey, did tickets sell out? Because I was on the site at 12 o'clock and I tried to get 2 tickets and they aren't there. It's gone. What happened?" I'm like, I don't know. Let me check. I email the Palladium. Like, hey, did it sell out? This is like 12:02. And they're like, yep, it's gone. It's all done.
Fuck.
And just to go through the notes, they got back and after a few days, literally went through the entire list of purchases and were like, nope. There were no bots. There were only a handful, like I don't remember the exact number, but it was under 30 purchases of the max number of tickets that we made available, which was 6, because we limited that to the most single ticket purchases they had ever seen for an event. Followed very closely by a lot of people buying 2 tickets.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then a good group of people buying 3, 4, 5, because people buy tickets in a bunch to avoid service fees, all that fun shit. The fact that it sold out in 32 seconds blew my mind. Just to be fully transparent. Oh, and then Sound and Fury sells out in about 5 to 7 minutes. And both of the European shows sold out as well. All of it under 10 minutes.
Right. So they sold like
several thousand
tickets
yeah.
in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
And none of us...
Give that a try, Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Oh, Bob Dylan.
Dylan.
Right.
Dylan. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of him.
5 best rappers.
You might
of all
like
time.
him. Yeah, he's all right. He's a good rapper. Staten Island, I think.
Dylon.
Yeah. So
I'll put him on a playlist.
He's part of the rhyme.
I got to hear this.
So they... leading up to this, we weren't sure. If you asked the band if they want to be honest, they didn't know. They didn't know it was going to be like this. There was conversation. Maybe we should do it.
That's humility, or do you think they really didn't know?
Because there was.
I looked in Pat Flynn's fucking soul when we interviewed him, and he that's not false humility. He's just not sure people give a fuck.
I saw him at the Fiddlehead show right before it was getting announced the week before, and we were talking about it. He's like, "Yeah, I really don't know." I go, "It's going to be huge." And he goes, "I don't know, man."
The cooler is here. I didn't think it was going to be that hot.
We weren't sure.
I didn't think it was going to be that hot.
We were looking at, we went up and looked at the venue that we thought it was going to be at. And it was like, cool, this is cool. Yeah, it should be fine. And there was conversation, maybe this is the greatest overestimate of value that we could imagine. And nope.
No.
So we all were like, holy shit. Obviously the venue was immediately like, okay, let's figure this out. What do you guys want to do? Like, this is crazy. We've never seen something like this. Sound and Fury was left trying to figure things out, and they have, so we'll get there. Everybody's like, holy shit, the band, because this is their party. They're the ones who were in control of it, as it should be. Right. We're like, all right, well, we need to figure it out. Pat Flynn was still in class, which was super annoying that these fucking dudes didn't take off work.
Seriously.
And then
So
one of them had like a class in the evening, so it kept going until like 8 o'clock. They talk, and so then we're talking, and
because Pat wrote that note, on his whiteboard in his classroom.
Yes, that was written in his classroom.
That became other things, and someone else whited it out and it said P is storing the balls.
Yeah,
that's cool. I like that. Good memes.
There was so much meme potential with that. I was traveling that day, and
you didn't have time.
I really also am bad at Photoshop, but I thought that the Drake cover style memeing of that of just of keeping the format of the but
Pretty great.
limitless potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was.
So it took
There's a
forever to
time
get them
where it
all
was
on
just
the
like,
same page.
oh my gosh! So they figure everything out and decide what they wanted to do.
Sure.
And that gets us to the next day where it was like, it just felt like mania. The internet was on fire.
I've never seen anything like that for hardcore.
It was on fire. People were really excited. And like I said, it was a genuine passion and excitement. And then when the tickets were gone so quickly, people were like, what? And like, I know lots of people who weren't able to get tickets.
Yeah.
And the band knew lots of people. And it was like, what are we going to do?
That's when they got to harden their hearts. You know what I mean? Like, because I know this all too well when people are hitting you going like, hey.
Yeah, don't you hate that when you
No,
have to
I
do,
don't
like,
think it
3
was
shows?
that. Yeah, I think it wasn't.
No, I'm not talking about the slimy. I'm not talking about the slime. I'm talking about like the.
Oh, I didn't care. I'm not going to be able to see you guys.
Yeah, like your band meant a lot to me, and I'm your friend. And
Cowabunga.
yes, that's when you've got to harden your heart and go, yeah, that sucks.
I almost made a meme about this. I was going to, like the SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I was going to do, because a few fucking idiots are like, told you it was going to only be 4 shows, bro. Like, okay, because they planned this out.
Yo,
Yeah.
100% in their hearts, they thought 4 shows, that's
Right.
enough. And here's the deal.
Right. I'm not saying, I mean, it's like to back that up. It's like, there's no way these dudes are like, if they have to end up playing 8 shows for everyone to be satiated, then they might have to play 8 shows. But they did not go into that like, we'll put the Saturday on show. So, like how like you see these bands
Youth
now
of Today
do
did that, right?
Yes,
Youth of
they're
Today
like,
did that.
We're going to do a Saturday, but then if it sells out, we'll add a Friday.
So-
they were not thinking that way.
No way. No chance.
know what I
No,
mean?
like literally
Yeah.
no chance. And we got the paper trail to prove it. Everybody was like, oh my God. Because in my head, literally, let's say it took 2 days for the show to sell out. Let's just talk about the Worcester show.
Sure.
2 days to sell out. I would have said, cool, everybody had their chance. Neat.
Yeah.
You snooze, you lose.
Right.
But you had 2
is
days.
plenty of time.
8 hours, I still might have gone, yeah, that was a long time. People had a chance.
Yeah.
Maybe we talk about it, but again, it's all the band's decision. But I would have been like, well, cool, that's fine.
If you don't want to do more, it's cool.
Yeah. Once it gets down to the like, it sold out in an hour, it's like, oh, fuck. That means some people who wanted to buy tickets definitely didn't get a chance.
Many.
32 seconds. It just is like
It's a
It's
lottery.
like heartbreaking. Like everybody was like, oh God.
And there's so many people that never got to see them.
And that's what
that
that's
didn't
what we're
get
seeing.
tickets.
So
Harden your hearts.
Cowabunga, dude. That's why there's more shows, and that's gonna be all out there by this point, and probably tickets have already started to sell on that.
sold
Yeah,
out
definitely. Well, at least for some, but not this one. We're doing a second date in Worcester
Sweet.
on Saturday, July 6th. So it's 4th of July weekend, but 4th of July is on a Thursday. The first show, which sold out, is on Friday, July 5th at night. Saturday afternoon, we're doing matinee outdoor at the Worcester Palladium
What? On the side street?
in the parking lot.
Behind it.
Yes.
What the fuck?
So, and by the way, this is the first time either of these dudes are being told this. So
Yeah, I just
we're getting genuine reactions.
I just
I thought I was like, yo, they're gonna kick Delville Driver and fucking.
Static X. No, we're gonna collabo sets.
well, I just set up my bot to buy
all the tickets?
to buy all the tickets. So I'm glad I'm aware of this.
All right, can I
There's
ask
a very
you?
large capacity,
Well, that's
and
what I was
that's the
gonna
big
ask.
thing.
Bigger than the Palladium.
Bigger than Palladium, much bigger, because we decided like, yo, and they decided, we gave them options and they decided this is the best way to allow the most people to see it. And when you hear outdoor concert, there's a lot of things that make me go, yo, you want to know the vibe? It's going to be a smaller stage than you normally see.
Smaller than the Palladium.
Definitely. Smaller than
stage.
you see for outdoor stages.
Right.
No covering if we can do it. If it's gonna, if there's weather, we might have to cover, but we're planning to do no cover, which the only outdoor shows that I've seen like that, Fugazi.
So fucking cool.
Right. And I think the vibe, they picked out the bands. I believe it's, you might need to cut here if things don't come through,
sure.
but Vane,
Wow.
DTN, Shipwreck, and maybe one more, and Half Heart. And that's it.
Wow.
Just, they wanted to get some Vane because they're a mass band.
That's
and they wanted to show
fucking
a cool young band. And it's a capacity that's going to be good. The other part about the Worcester show, sold out in 32 seconds. There were no international tickets available because of Ticketfly. So we set it up for the second one. So even people from like Canada, aka you can get from Montreal to Worcester in about 4.5 hours. You know what I mean?
Tickets.
Are going to be able to get tickets. And people who want to come over will be able to get tickets for that. I think it's going to be like a legitimately special vibe.
That's incredible.
It's going to be really fun. And it's going to be, our goal is to have it be a thing that ends in the evening. So afterwards you go get dinner. You want to drive home, you can drive home. You want to go hang out in Boston, go hang out in Boston. It's going to be a cool fucking vibe.
You want to split a room with me and Pat at the Needle Exchange?
Yeah, we got it. The Needle Exchange, we're getting beers. There we go.
This is my impression of Worcester.
None of us drink straight edge forever.
That's fucking right.
Well, I'll still hang out at the Needle Exchange if the room costs.
The Needle Exchange is the fake bar we made up.
So we setting up there? Like, is that what we're doing? I mean, I'm going Friday. I'll go Saturday if I'm allowed to.
Who knows if this dude's even around?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
You should be around. Just put it on your calendar.
Do you know what's...
Should we book Drug Church for an after show? Like Ashgram party?
You know what's crazy? It feels like a lot.
What?
Like, there's just a lot of hecticness to, like, that's a big show.
you're not going to have to do any of it.
That's true.
Why are you acting like you're part of it?
That's true. I got no responsibilities. Yes.
It's just a show. There's no festival
Okay,
vibe.
Right.
that's true.
No food trucks. No fucking
Right. It's 4
banners,
bands or 5 bands outside.
No fucking merch tables beyond the bands.
Right.
Like, it is stripped down.
Yeah,
by
you're not
intent.
eating fucking Zeppelis.
You know what?
You're not sunburned because you've been out there for 9 hours.
Zeppelis sound all right, though. I'll be honest with you.
Well, all right, maybe we can get some Zeppelis.
Okay,
I don't know if they have. They might
We'll
be
walk down the
funnel
street.
cake up there. I don't know what the. Yeah. You got like there's a Bank of America ATM literally feet from the stage if you need to buy merch. I've known that very well. It's Worcester. I'm gonna go stay in Lynn for the real Massachusetts experience. Maybe Saugus.
Look at you.
When is this again? This is July.
Oh, my
July?
God.
4th of July weekend.
Right,
so
right.
the 4th is on the Thursday, so you can do your silent contemplation that day.
Yeah.
And on the 5th, you can emerge like a cocoon.
honoring heroes.
Yeah. On the 5th, you can emerge like Tom Cruise and roll on down to Worcester and enjoy the 5th of July and then the 6th.
With true American heroes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, if I'm around, I'm around. I'll go. You know.
So then this was done. Honestly, it's going to open up a lot of space. If you're going Friday, I'm going to tell you probably want to go Saturday too because it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a different experience, different set, the whole big deal. And I just want to say, like, I like Have Heart. I think they're a cool band. I really like those dudes as people.
Great dudes.
And they care a lot, and they really put a lot of thought and care into this in a way that you just don't see with most bands.
As an outsider, like not a total outsider, but like not in the shit. They could have easily been like, yo, fucking promoter or whatever, agent of the day.
Yeah. Get us the most from.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll go play fucking wherever.
Yeah.
Whatever festival will pay us the most money over in Europe, over in the States or whatever the fuck. They were so kind of. It's a pain in the ass. Knowing my own experience of booking shows and like taking care of like the bands that we wanted to open and all that sort of stuff for a fucking 600 cap as compared to what's going on with this fucking craziness. Like they took the onus upon themselves to do that when it could have been very easy for them to do the like, sure we'll play fucking Reading. Sure we'll play, you know,
wherever
big,
gives us the biggest money. Yeah.
Right. And they were so, you know, even like when, you know, I know like they wanted to have like a say in every single aspect of it.
And they did. And they really put it because they are a real hardcore band.
Yeah.
And they, you know, beyond the sound, beyond any of that stuff, they take it seriously and it's really cool. And I want to commend them on the way they handled everything leading up to it. And then when things got crazy, like, yeah, so they added a date in California for Sound and Fury on Thursday night at the Belasco, same venue that Sound and Fury is
right.
at. Which is going to be a Sound and Fury presents Have Heart, so it's going to be a standalone.
Do you know who else is playing that?
Yes, I think it's being announced. So, Rotting Out is playing as well.
Big.
So, but they worked really closely with Riley and the Sound and Fury guys to make it a thing because it presented an interesting issue, which is that Sound and Fury as a festival is a festival. It's more than one band.
Right. But for this case,
The tickets sold out.
Right.
And that means like, what do you, and Sound and Fury as a festival took that onus and responsibility and said, we don't want any other band to be like, clearly Have Heart's playing that overshadows something.
Yeah.
But we don't want the people who come to Sound and Fury every year, the people who are coming to Sound and Fury for the first time. who want to be there to see all the bands and experience the festival. It really is a very, like, what they did last year's festival was amazing. It was a good time to be there, right?
For certain.
I'm very excited to go there.
Yeah, it's really cool. So they are working, and it's already out there in the ether, that they are working with people who bought tickets just to see, because they want to see Have Heart.
Right, because people definitely bought 2 days just to be able to have the act. Because the first day went Fridays went quick.
Yep, and then second 2 days went really quick. Then every other version, everything went boop, 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 boop,
Right,
gone.
and it had to be
minutes. It was minutes.
Right. I mean, and this festival sells out, but not in a couple minutes.
Not in a couple minutes. No festival like this size sells out. So they are setting up so they can work with people who already bought tickets for the festival to exchange if they just are interested in seeing Have Heart.
Right.
So that it'll open up passes for the fest itself, and then make those available again.
Right.
So it's, I want to say,
So you're guaranteed a ticket.
what's that?
So
if you already have one, yeah, you are, and then trying to open up more tickets for the festival itself, so people who want to go see everything.
So if you
get a
give
chance to.
away your Friday or your weekend ticket because you just want to see Have Heart, you're guaranteed access. to the Thursday show.
You'll be able to access. Yeah,
Like it's not
basically
gonna, that won't sell out before I get my chance.
No, they're doing that first,
Smart.
so that they can get those fest passes back, put those back on the market. So they open up quite a few tickets, but they're just reallocating and making
Smart
shifting
idea.
it. So it's really cool. I tip my hat to Riley and Martine and Madison for all the work. That's going to be hard. But I know they committed to it because they really care. And it's the kind of thing I think people need to understand is there was a lot of work that happened before. No one could have anticipated it would have sold that quickly.
Not 30 seconds. There's no way.
No, or 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
For a whole fest? Oh my God. Like I could have said, okay, maybe all the single days, but people bought 2 days because everyone wanted to be there. Appreciate how cool it is. The band extended themselves. They added European dates. Same deal. They're doing a matinee in Leeds, so they're going to double up. And I believe they're doing another German show in Cologne.
Oh, shit.
So everyone should be getting in on that. The big thing to me is
Getting goosebumps from all the shit.
it's really cool.
It's so fun cool, man.
It's just cool to see it. And I want to...
Couldn't happen to a better bunch of dudes.
Yeah, I want to say cool that it's happening to these guys and that they're in it for the right reasons. And you're going to see something really special. I think it's cool. And I say that as a dude who, like, quite honestly, like, I think for everybody in this room, like, Have Heart is a generation or two beyond my, like, I love every band means so much. But I got to see this band a lot, and I can't really explain how powerful and how much they meant to the people they meant to, you know? And you're seeing that right now.
I mean, yeah. They were definitely a generation or two behind me, but I love that band.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited that they're back, and I'm glad that you guys are doing more so that the old assholes like me don't get to see them again, and the young kids don't get to at all.
And this is it, by the way. I don't think we're seeing more shows. It's
No.
not going to be another reunion. I think that's it. Go experience it. Don't try to catch videos. Go watch it in person. You're going to have a great time. So that's what it's been going on. I've had to deal with a bunch of that. I mentioned I was at the mall getting the watch fixed. And
Did you
my
get
friend-
the watch fixed?
Yeah, the watch is good. Everything's good.
All right.
Got a new battery. Everything's clicking.
It's ticking.
I got my text from my friend Alex, and I was going back and forth with her, and then all of a sudden my phone started to explode, and it was like, oh no. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's cool to see what's happening. If you're listening to this, you probably listened to the Pat Flynn episode. If you're a Patreon member, you're hopefully getting a bunch of cool, funny, behind the scenes stuff and enjoy that. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about all this. I think it's a fun project. It's been a hard thing to keep under wraps, but
I was impressed with that.
yeah.
So tough.
Yeah, good job. Pat didn't even tell his significant other, so credit.
No.
That's
I love the
impressive.
fact that Swizz was the meeting point for them. That she was more of a man is a bastard kind of person, and he.
Pat Flynn's wife knew. Pat Kinlan's girlfriend did not.
Oh,
Pat
that's why they
Flynn's
broke
wife.
up.
That's what
Yeah, I think so. That was the tipping
she felt
point.
betrayed.
She's like, you motherfucker, you didn't know about. You knew
felt
about this,
betrayed.
and you didn't tell
Can
me.
you say what you said in the car?
What'd I say?
Because we talked to Pat Flynn, and the dude is wonderful.
Yeah, it's true.
But we pictured him laying in bed next to his very pregnant wife. You know, I think this venue is going to work out.
He definitely was. I can picture that.
Like-
Even at the Village, I was like, yeah, you know. I was like, so you guys are like, you guys are like soon, and he's like, yeah, like 2 months, but it'll happen tomorrow. But like, I've been like so torn with like the show.
Yeah,
like,
imagine your wife being like, I don't know, the doctor keeps suggesting a C-section, but there's pros and cons, and then there's this pause, and Pat's like,
you think down to nothing will do it?
yeah.
I agree. Yeah, probably. But do you think that's the move? You think we should? Which design of these two?
Yeah.
So
I would like to point out that if Half Heart, obviously the clear winner of this entire thing, very close runner-up, who deserve all the accolades that they get, Brother.
Oh yeah,
The
flyer?
funny flyer.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's funny.
They wrote something else. I think
We
they
decided to
did a
get
meme.
together and play a show.
Yeah, and they spelled Have Heart wrong on the bottom.
Yeah, and it said with abuse
Did you
of
see
power.
this?
I didn't see
It's
this.
It's just a
good.
picture of this singer, and it's like, we decided to get together and play a show, and it's like, Brother, One Step Closer, all this
abuse
stuff.
of power,
Abuse of
anxious with Have Heart.
That's funny.
HAEV Heart on the very bottom.
I miss the Have Heart.
And I think they did one. They took the whiteboard one. And I was
yeah.
like, we're so overwhelmed with all the love that you're showing, Brother, all this sort of stuff, and like,
And did the same deal. I got to find that right now.
so fucking great.
So
it's
it's been a busy week.
It is, and knowing that venue and knowing how fucking gigantic it is and stuff, it is going to be fucking wild to see those bands on a stage like that.
For sure.
I'm so excited for One Step Closer, Abuse of Power, and Anxious.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited for them to play that show to that many people because those are three super
yeah.
current
And they'll kill
bands. And already, if you were paying attention and looking at flyers, One Step Closer is doing things.
Yeah.
There's a new crop of bands we've been kind of talking about, like, oh, maybe it's coming together, and it's cool to see. And
I'm
it's
psyched to
not,
see
it's
Brother.
coming out. Yeah, Brother's a great band. Yeah, I forgot that they're
on.
fucking
Yeah,
great.
you know what? I saw One Step Closer. By the time you hear this, probably a month ago. Opening for Fiddlehead.
Yep.
Have you seen them yet?
Have I seen One Step Closer? No.
So what they do, which I thought was fucking really genius, they open with Burning Fight by
Okay.
Insane.
All right.
Smart.
But they do the first half
Ska version.
and they go into their own song,
Okay. All right.
play a full set,
And return to it?
and the end is the
great.
It's
That's great.
awesome.
That's great.
So they split it with like their set splits the song.
Yeah, that's
so
clever.
fucking cool. And they're like
That.
I like
they're
that.
young fellas.
Cool energy.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what's been going on. We could answer some mailbag questions. I think we're good. Enjoy that shit. You're getting some bonus Axe to Grind stuff coming because we've been busy.
We stay busy.
Stay busy. Live on Axe to Grind. Anxious set coming up next.
Enjoy.
Ready, everybody at once. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Live on Axe to Grind. My name's Bob. Not here with us today. Patrick, who's in England. Tom, who is in New York. But join us instead, Anxious. I have Sam, Dante, and Grady. How's it going, guys?
Pretty good. I'm stoked to be here.
Great.
Hello.
Do you know what day it is?
It's Groundhog Day today.
Yeah.
Do you guys know if the groundhog saw his shadow or not?
Ooh, I don't.
I'm letting the
What did he
anticipation
see?
eat
What
at
did
me.
he see?
Do you guys want? Let's guess. What do you think?
No.
Okay, that's a no from Dante. I feel like he never sees his shadow. I feel like he didn't see his shadow.
Feeling pretty cold, so I'm gonna go with no.
You guys are all right. Do you know what it means if he doesn't see his shadow?
6 more weeks of winter, right?
It means an early spring.
What?
Shit, I was totally reversed on
It's
that.
okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll take the early spring. We're getting an early spring. You guys are coming down
Springtime.
from Connecticut. Real quick, tell the people what your plans are from June forward.
From June forward, we're going to be doing a tour across the U.S. With another band called One Step Closer. It'll be a Triple B Summer of Love.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we're going to do, I think it's coming out to like 26, 27, 28 dates or something like that. And, we're just going to do it. Booking it all by ourselves.
I like that. All right, so everybody in the room, tell me one thing. All right, you're going to go around the room like this. So Grady, tell me something about Dante that nobody knows. Dante about Sam, Sam about Grady. Go. Start with Grady.
Start with Grady?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm saying something about Dante.
You got it.
I met Dante for the first time when he was 12. And for like the first year, the complete first year that I knew him, I legitimately thought he was 8 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Grady indirectly got me into Blink 182 when I was little because we did this music program and he sang "Damn It," and like
It was pretty tight.
Yeah.
Which one's Damn It? It's all right to tell me.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me something about Sam.
About Sam, Sam, I did this thing with him when Grady was asking me to join Anxious, and I thought for a bit, because I hadn't seen them in several years, I thought Sam was Grady for a little bit.
A little confusion.
But they don't
happens a lot.
really look the same.
Happens a lot. You'd
No.
be surprised.
They used to be kind of similar back in the day, a couple years ago.
back when we were 13, 14.
No,
we
not at the advanced age of 17.
no.
All right,
Hey,
Sam.
I'll have you know I'm 18.
Oh, snap. All right. Sam, tell us something about Grady.
Grady, when he first found out about me, he did not like me, and he said some mean things about me.
What? Oh, my God.
And then no one wanted to room with either of us on a school trip, so we got stuck together, and then that's how we became friends.
Yeah. So me and Sam liked the same girl in middle school, and that said girl liked Sam but didn't like me. So
you took
Sam,
the low road, man.
Yeah. So I was pretty awful to Sam for like the first year that I knew him, but it was sheer jealousy that this girl liked him and not me.
Well, everybody who picked up the 5 Gin Blossoms lyrical reference that just happened subconsciously, props to you. This whole set goes out to Sam for being the better friend.
There we go.
This is Anxious.
These are some old songs. Thank you to Bob for having us. We're going to play a cover, if that's okay. Yo, we're gonna play some new ones if that's okay. Got one more. This has been Axe to Grind. This last song is off a new record that will be out on Triple B Records this spring. We're Anxious from Darien, Connecticut. Thank you.